I remember being here at this school, man, and it's funny how I even ended up here because I wasn't allowed in a regular middle school. I got kicked out my first year. There weren't teachers there. The classrooms were set up in a way to fail. I remember walking into third period. This is a freshman in middle school, and there'll be no teacher, you know. And so for that block, you either leave school because you're like, you know, I don't want to be here, or you stay and you just mess around. I didn't make it there, so I ended up coming to this alternative school, Middle School Academy, and it's kind of where everything changed for me. It's the first time I got introduced to smoking weed. First time I got introduced to gangs, and I remember being jumped into a gang. It's called BTG, Beantown Gunners. But a lot of them are gone. I remember the leader of the group who came up with the name BTG, Beantown Gunners. He got stabbed 27 times and ended up dying. But it was a tough time for me because I had to figure out what it is that I want. Now at the time I didn't know anything about what I wanted to do, who I wanted to be. I just didn't have it figured it out. Things like joining the gang and being around these people and smoking weed for the first time, it was fun, it was cool. That's where I was, and that's where I was gonna go. Until one day, a good friend of mine introduced me to a media program, and I started spending my time there instead of being out here and jumping people for no reason. The barbershop here now. Every day after school, we used to hang out at this corner store, me and the gang. And last time I saw Terrence, everybody had got on the bus, they went home, and it was just us two out there. And I go, Terrence, you think I can borrow some money so I can go get a juice? I actually wanted a big burst. At the time was 50 cents. He looked at me and he said, nigga, I ain't got it, here's a quarter. So I went inside and I bought a teeny juice for 25 cents, like a quarter water. I was coming back out the store and he was already on his way to get on the bus because the bus stop is right there outside the store. So I'm coming out literally as he's getting on the bus, and I'm like, yo, where you going? And he's like, you owe me a quarter, nigga. Last time I saw that dude, man. Last time I saw that dude. To the bus stop right here. We'd all meet up here and hang out after school, post on his wall. There's a bench here. It wasn't a bench here before, so we would post and hold it down and then hop on the bus whenever we were done. Usually go across the street into the park for all of our fights. We would plan it like, all right, I'm gonna see you in the park after school. And that's where we'd go over there and tear some shit up. Yeah, there are a lot of reasons why I do what I do. As far as putting myself out there more, getting involved with projects that mean something, like the Peugeot project, because there's some people that I'll never see again, and who had dreams, who had goals, who wanted to make it out of all of this, who was right here with me, that are now gone, and they don't have that chance. So anything I can do for them, I try to. I remember there was three of us, me, my good friend Larice, and Lakeem. They used to call us the Three Stooges, and we were best friends, man. We used to play basketball right here in this backyard at school. But anyway, later on down my life, I ended up going to college and making something out of myself. I tried to. Before I went to college, I had ran into Lakeem, who went by L. Hirsch, because he was dark as shit. We used to call him Hershey. So he was L. Hirsch. And like a month before I left school, he was like, yo, bro, I haven't seen you since middle school. What's going on? We got a link. And I was like, yeah, man, I'm doing good. I'm going to college. And he's like, yo, that's good. Well, you know, take my number down, hit me up. Well, went off to school, came back for break, and I ran into Larice, the other cat. And he was like, yo, what's up? Yo, like, I gotta blah, blah, blah. We gotta hang out. We gotta see each other. It's been a long time. And I'm like, cool, we need to get our Hirsch on the phone. All three of us get together and be like old times, get some beers. And he just looked at me and he was just like, oh, you didn't hear? I'm like, nah, what are you talking about? He's like, yo, Hirsch is gone, man. Hirsch is gone. Hirsch got shot maybe a couple of months ago. And I try not to live with any regrets. I try not to live with any regrets because I was in school and I was trying to do something for myself. But at the same time, I wasn't here for that. I wasn't here for the funeral. I didn't know. It just kept happening. The more I try to do good for myself, the more bad news I would get, you know? And so, like, sometimes I regret going to school. Sometimes I regret leaving my community and the people that needed me most. So this is where I come from. Cathedral Projects, born and raised, South End of Boston. Now, people confuse the South End with Southie. Not Southie, not South Boston, the South End of Boston. I gotta represent. But yeah, this is, it's kind of strange being here, even seeing the same cars parked in the same spots that was there 10 years ago. You know, these people, their lives are here. And all they want to do is make it out. Watching. I ain't got nothing better to do. Oh man. I used to have a lot of sex in these hallways. Don't put that in there. Sometimes I walk through here and I run into some of the same people that I knew as a kid growing up. And they're like, oh, you know, it's good to see you and you look good. And it really is good to see him, but I'm like, God damn, you gotta get out of here. This Pixote project can really help this community by shedding light on what's going on, giving people inspiration, giving people hope. Because all we want is hope, that there's more than this. And when I was here, that's all I hoped, is that there's more than this. I didn't know where it was coming. I didn't know when it was coming. I just knew that I had to get out of here. I had to. But you know, before this Pixote project, there was Youth Voice Collaborative, YVC, youth program that I worked at, and that was my way out. And
in the Oh, the old YVC. It's the old YVC, man.
You think they made it smaller?
No, I think they cut some of the wall space because it was a lot longer.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah,
it was past there. Yeah. Probably right where that reception is. Ready?
So this was all computer lab right here.
Yep. This is where we made the music. And the movies. And feedback session.
That's what I used to fill up later. Not carrying this project, one of these projects. Man, I used to do some nasty stuff. Damn, you don't even know.
I know.
I remember one time I was sitting here arguing with Hazel. She got up. I looked up at it. She punched me in the face.
She punched you in the face?
And then walked off. Kept walking. Yeah.
You must have pissed her off.
This Pixote project can really help this community